Ravnica.
Yeah, and we've, even as early as this morning, with the preview cards that have been spoiled on Twitter and such, we have built some new decks for you. We have 3 decks each, 6 total decks featuring Guilds of Ravnica.
It's going to be exciting, and you can join along in all the fun because our wonderful director, introduce yourself, director.
Director Robert.
Yeah.
Can I still call you director?
Sure.
Great.
That's so dehumanizing.
Rob is going to be bringing any and all questions that are, deemed worthy.
Yeah, I mean, he's a cherry picker, so you got to butter him up a little bit. But if you ask the right questions at the right time, he'll relay them to us. We'll try to answer them to the best of our ability. I don't know. Do you want to talk about the decks, or you want to talk about standard?
Let's first start. What are we doing today?
Well, what are we doing today?
We are going to be playing 3 different matches using only the sets that are going to be legal once Guilds of Ravnica comes out.
Return to Ravnica.
To Guilds of Return of Ravnica.
Yeah.
And we each built 3 decks, and even though so many sets rotated, right? We finally are done with Kaladesh.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not done with it. I still have a tournament next weekend.
Yeah, what was it? The World Championships?
It is the World Championships, yes.
Congratulations for qualifying for that tournament. Was it Dominaria draft?
Yes.
Nice.
It's a good format.
And standard.
Yes.
Old standard.
It's going to be fun. It's going to be interesting. I'm getting hyped.
The
closer it gets, the more excited I am. But we don't have to worry about that right now because we are going to be playing with Guilds of Ravnica.
Yeah.
And, things are changing, but things are kind of staying the same because our guilds are in this one. I mean,
that's true. I mean, I don't want to sugarcoat it. I am a fan of blue-red decks.
Are you?
Throughout the past, 10, 15 years or so, blue-red has been the color combination that I gravitate towards because I like killing creatures. I like drawing cards. And luckily for me, all the Ravnica sets have just a bunch of sweet blue-red multicolor cards, as well as mechanics that work well together. And sometimes really powerful engines that I get to try out. And today I got a few of those in my deck.
Yeah. On my side, I like playing creatures.
Yeah.
I like killing creatures.
Nice.
I like killing non-creature, non-land permanents.
Oh yeah, Assassin's Trophy, huh?
Actually, you cut me off, and now I like destroying land permanents.
Yeah. Okay. So Assassin's Trophy is a card that I think we'll see a reasonable amount of play in standard. It's a very powerful removal
reasonable
spell.
Amount of.
Look, giving your opponent a land is not an insignificant drawback, especially in standard, because decks naturally tend to get a little bit bigger because the cards you have access to in standard are more restrictive than they are in like modern or legacy. Like when you play modern and legacy, the majority of cards cost like 1, 2, and 3 mana. So giving someone an extra land might let them double spell, but it's not going to be that backbreaking because most of the time they're not going to be able to use all of their mana. Or the mana they use is not exactly significant. But if you if I play a powerful creature on turn 2 or 3 and you use Assassin's Trophy to kill it, you're just ramping me into like 4 and 5 like immediately.
Well, yeah, that's why I'm not going to kill a 2-drop with it.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, I'll let that stick.
Look, you just keep hitting me with Assassin's Trophy, and I'll bust you up with a fight with fire. That's all.
All right. I'm waiting to see it. Now, spoiler,
guys. Before we get to the games, we're going to cut away to the deck list real quick, so we can work on this audio real quick. People are talking about it.
No,
so we'll be right back.
No, live television, folks.
All right. Well, we're back, and those were the decks that we're going to be playing today.
Yeah, I just want to say sorry about the audio issues. That's just the downside of live television. Sometimes bad things happen. But
to good people.
Well, medium people.
All right. Well, I'm excited to give these decks a try. And so how about we roll some dice and get this started?
Yeah, sure. All right. High roll or 7-11 game?
Oh, we got to do 7-11 game.
Oh, do we though? Because we're playing 3 matches.
I want a 7-11 game.
All right. Have you ever 11'd me while I 7'd you?
No, I have not.
All right. Keep going. 7 you lose, 11 you win. If you roll... Ooh, I died.
All right.
Okay.
Well, I get the play, but I don't get all the plays.
No.
All right, I can keep this.
All right. For those unaware, my deck revolves around this card called Primal Amulet. I have it in my opener, which is great. My hand is awesome. As long as I draw blue mana, but we'll have to wait and see.
Well, I also have to draw some mana, but I think we can get there. Your turn, sir.
Woodland Cemetery.
Oh yeah, Golgari all the way.
Your turn.
Oh, I like that draw. All right, I'm playing this, and before anyone freaks out about when I didn't like this card, the format's different. I believe that it gets a second chance. Does it resolve?
It resolves, yeah. I have a
Ooh, look at
mountain.
that free land.
All right, I'm just gonna go ahead and shiv and fire it.
That is called card advantage.
Yep. I don't know if I should discard this or this. I think I should discard this because I just need to find blue mana. Ooh, there we go. All right.
A little redundancy never hurt a black-green deck.
Yikes.
One counter.
So it's going to get 2 regardless of what you do with it. I do like the interaction between...
I'll keep this and say go.
Okay. I was going to say, I like the interaction between like explore with jumpstart maybe, if there's like a good blue-green deck or something.
Oh, there's a lot that we get to explore.
Yeah, that's true. Okay. Guess I'll go ahead and play Goblin Electromancer, maybe force his hand to kill it or something. Like, might be able to go off next turn.
Well then, if you're gonna tell me what you can do, I'm gonna Ravenous Chupacabra.
And that's the danger of playing things like Goblin Electromancer in this deck. I'm at 16.
Yep.
This is not good for me. But if he doesn't have an answer, I'm at 14. We're gonna do some cool stuff next turn. I'm at 14.
I don't have an answer.
I'll take 6. I'm at 8.
Oh yeah. How are you at 8?
Because I shocked.
Oh, you
Give me
shocked. Oh, I
for
didn't see the shock.
4 and then 6.
All right. Underrealm Lich.
Okay, that's a pretty good one.
Your turn. One of the new cards. I think this card is just unbelievably good.
It is very good. All right. All right, well, we need some. Let's see. If I play Electromancer, things cost 2 less, but I don't really need things that cost 2 less right now. And spending 2 mana on to start is not great. Plus, it opens up like more Chupacabras down here. I think I'm just going to discard Electromancer, actually. Actually, I probably need to discard this redundant Primal Amulet.
But, Todd, it's your card.
I know.
You don't get rid of the second goggles.
All right, let's go Tormenting Voice. We'll pitch Electromancer, I guess.
How many years have I spent watching you spin your wheels on the Versus series?
Quite a few. All right, so let's go player land. Fight with fire this. I don't really want to do that, but I kind of have to. And I'm going to blink this and flip this.
Oh, no.
Alright, so now we have Primal Wellspring next turn, so we can start doing some really cool stuff.
Oh, that's...
If we draw a removal spell, we can start forcing Brad to make his Lich indestructible and tapping it, so it doesn't actually put pressure on us. I'm at 6.
Wow.
Yeah. Better kill it.
I can't.
Better kill it.
I might be able to.
Not yet.
No. Your turn.
I mean, you got a bunch of creatures. I'm at 6, so I need to draw like a removal spell so I can fork it.
Oh.
Hey, cool.
No!
We drew a removal spell, now I get to fork it.
Why is this happening?
All right, so I don't really want to play my land yet, but I'm going to be drawing 2 cards at some point. Maybe I should just draw 2 cards first, and then maybe I'll draw something better to play instead of Lightning Strike. And then we can figure out if we want to play our land or not. All right, draw 2.
Yep. Wait. Oh, never mind.
Yeah. All right, so I will play my land now. And I'll say go. We don't have to worry about Blossoming Defense and such anymore.
All right. Combat.
All right, so he didn't play a land, so we don't have to worry about this thing. Actually, that probably means I should have killed it before you... Yeah, I might have just died. Okay, attacks are fine. All right, kill these 2.
I'm stupid. I could have played my land.
I mean, I had another thing I could have played, but that's fine. All
Yeah.
right, so I got a 4.
Yep.
Ooh, that's a goodie.
It is not a baddie.
All right.
Your turn.
Okay.
What do you got over there, Todd?
I got stuff.
Oh, no.
I got stuff.
Oh, no.
I can copy Blink of an Eye, bounce these 2, and draw a card. But then that leaves this as potentially lethal next turn. So I could bounce like this, and go to 1. But I think I want to... I could just like chart a course first. So let's do that. Let's go this and this.
Yeah, and trigger.
Yeah. I'll draw 2 cards. Still have the jumpstart potential next turn, but that Vraska is not going to be easy to beat. I'm going down to 1. There, go. Let's just fight with fire caught on.
All right. Attack you to 1.
Yep, no 1.
Oh, yeah. If you draw a land, fight with fire, I lose.
Oh, I know. That's the whole point of the deck.
Yeah.
All right. Lich and Archer. Or Lieutenant.
All right.
Yeah, that's, you know.
Can you stop the onslaught, Todd?
All right, so I can go Mystic plus Tormenting Voice. If I draw a land, I can fight with fire 2 things. I think I'm still going to die, though, which sucks. All right, let's play a Murmuring Mystic.
Oh. These new cards are really cool, actually.
Yeah. So I don't think I can afford to Primal Wellspring a Tormenting Voice. I need to use like a removal spell for that, I think. We'll get a bird.
Bird's the word.
Draw 2. Okay. All right. We can work with that. Your turn. Hold on. Yeah, we can do that. That's fine. All right, go. I was just making sure because I wasn't sure if I needed to kill this right now or not.
All right. Replacement effect was unsuccessful.
You can still have Vraska minus,
Yeah, that's probably
which
what
is
I'm
probably
gonna
what's going to happen, but we're not dead if he just does that.
do. Vraska.
No results.
Minus.
All right, so we're going to be copying this Lightning Strike.
Oh, wait. No. I want to keep that. I'm keeping that. Over
What
the
the-
land.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so I'm going to get another bird. We're copying Lightning Strike. I have to target this because it has the thing, and
The sword?
because it has menace.
Mm.
So this is going to be gone. So I can target this, make him tap it, and get rid of this. And then I can just go block. Okay. Yeah, target these 2.
Yeah, I'll do that.
All right, so you pay 4 life. You're at 16. All right, this dies to Vraska. You get a token.
I get a treasure.
Yep, treasure token.
A national treasure.
Yeah.
Attack.
Oh, block.
Yeah. And then I will sack and play another lieutenant.
Yep.
Your turn. No!
20
No!
you! 20 you! Boom!
Did you needed a land?
I did.
All right. Where was my fields or assassin's trophy?
Well, after that excitement, we're going to take a quick 2-minute break, let these guys sideboard, and we'll be right back.
Hey, we got to fix this camera too.
Alrighty, well, we're getting sideboarding ready, and I believe this is how I'm going to do things. I might not even, I don't even think this is good against a deck like yours. You're not trying to control me. I'm just going to bring in
Oh yeah, I can't beat that beefy boy.
Yeah. Okay. Well, then I have to bring in both, but I don't even know what to. I have too many good cards.
Sure. I honestly, this is new format, new cards, new decks. I don't know how to sideboard either, but I know Brad is notorious for boarding in like 20 cards against blue decks. So I'm gonna change my deck quite a bit. We're gonna go fairly counterspell heavy with things like Ionize and Negate. We're going to be cutting Electromancer just to make sure like his removal doesn't do a ton. But if he's boarding out all his removal, which it looks like he is, maybe
I have a ton, but I have a lot left in here.
That's fair. But I could overload your removal if you start taking out things like Chupacabras. So
I don't need this.
You don't need that. That was one of the more reasonable cards against me, I thought, personally. The problem is I want to keep the core of my deck intact, but I don't want to cut too much. So maybe you talk.
All right, so what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be leaning on the card advantage of my planeswalkers and my creatures to try to get me into the late game. That's why I'm bringing in Duresses. And because the deck has enough mana, or should, I can play a bunch of 6-drops, which I feel like should be good in the matchup. The game should go long. And I have a lot of ways to deal with Amulet and the flipped
the
Lost Land.
Primal Wellspring.
Primal Wellspring.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to be taking out a lot of my slow removal and one Lieutenant just because I feel like it's not necessary and I have a ton of them. And I don't even think I want to start a game with like 2 of them. It feels like I might just get overrun immediately.
All right, I'm going to be trimming my Shivan Fires. I mostly want these for like the hyper-aggressive decks as a cheap way to kill something on like turn 2. Since I saw the 2/3 from Brad as one of his 2-drops, it's basically only going to be targeting his Explore creatures, and I don't think that's good enough, and kicking it doesn't seem like it kills much of anything either. So we're going to be trimming these 4 into Chart a Course for some Conjectures and Negates, and then see how game 2 goes, and then we might re-sideboard.
Never like starting off a versus video losing, Todd. Actually, every time I lose game 1, I make us reshoot it so I win it. And that's why we're doing it live. Todd really pushed for this.
Oh yeah, I just y'all don't see all the crap Brad pulls behind the scenes.
I am quite the diva. Let me take a quick sip of my Starbucks.
Hey, we are not. You gotta say non-denominational coffee. I don't think denominational was the word I meant, but
we can.
You know what I mean? Yeah, we can. Yeah, in the VOD, Brad's gonna be like, "I'm gonna drink my coffee."
All right, game 2.
I need to get a good shuffle. I know shuffling is one of the worst parts of playing live Magic. On Magic Online, it just shuffles for you immediately.
You know what? I'm going to keep it.
Yeah, me too. I don't have red mana, but we got some stuff. Go.
I have faith.
Dun,
Your
dun,
turn.
Dun. Gotta have faith. Go. We drew it.
I guess I should play around Syncopate. I'll be smart.
Yeah.
I'll keep it.
Okay.
Your turn.
I think I'm just going to go ahead and kill your thing. Go.
That's so rude.
Mostly I just need to make sure I keep my life total reasonable. I think we can win a longer game here.
Go.
Nice.
Yeah, I feel like you might be able to win a longer game.
All right, I will play... Actually, I'm not going to play anything. Your turn.
Go.
I'll draw 2 cards.
That is a good Magic card.
I agree. Draw. Go.
Cast down.
I'll negate it.
Okay. Carnage Tyrant.
That's a yikes!
Your turn.
All right. Draw. I'll play a Primal Amulet and say go.
You negate. Did you gain a mana, like net a mana, if you negate with 2 of those effects in play?
I wish. I'll take 7.
All right.
That's a lot of
That's
damages.
13.
Yeah, I'm at 20. You're at 20 still.
I am.
We'll see how long that lasts.
Jade Light.
That results.
Keep it.
Okay.
Go.
So I have a feeling Brad has some things. So I don't really want to use my mana since we have plenty. I just want to try to flip this amulet at the right time and just blast him. So we'll draw.
That's something I'm not looking forward to.
All right. I will lightning strike this, put counter on this. I hit you for 2.
I'm at 18.
I'll say go.
Really?
Or actually, I should probably
Yeah,
just
you can
main
flash
phase
that
this.
back for 2 mana.
Yeah. All right. I will discard a blink of an eye. Jumpstart this. Actually, I should leave this in. I already tapped it. It's fine. Your turn. I'll go to 6. That resolves. Careful with that, Bradley.
Well, I feel like that's too late. Go.
Second Field of Ruin? Really?
Yep.
Really?
Yep.
All right. I will bounce this with kicker.
Good one?
Maybe.
Oh, yeah, that is a good one.
So you basically can't tap out. So I'm going to say go.
You can only make 2 tokens, so Carnage Tyrant can still get through.
All right. This sucks. I think I just have to block here. Take 2 down to 4.
You couldn't block with that and go to 1?
I'm thinking about it, but then it's going to make it so that my Busto turn might not be good enough. Like, basically, I'm going to have to... I think I'm just going to lose to Field of Ruin and Carnage Tyrant. I'm just going to do this for 2 now. Flip this. Kind of force your hands.
So you're going to get a token.
Yeah, and I get a Boyd.
Yeah. You draw 2. Yeah, I'm not going to do anything until that happens.
Okay, block.
Okay, so you take 2?
Yep.
You're at 4?
4.
All right, I will... Vraska.
I'm going to negate it.
Wait. Oh! Yeah, that was going to happen no matter what.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot about that I can... For some reason, I think it's red. I don't know why.
Okay.
That was stupid, though. I could have just played a creature. All right, your turn. They should keep printing hexproof. Everyone keeps talking about how it shouldn't be around, but I, for one, am a fan.
All right, we'll flashback the insight.
It's called Jumpstart.
Sorry.
You're jumpstarting your turn.
You're right. You're right. I jump started. Discarding Stevens.
Uh-oh.
Go.
Attack. Yeah, you're at
Dude, I
one.
can't be Carnage
No,
Tyrant.
I know,
I knew my deck couldn't be Carnage
It's
Tyrant.
absurd. All right, I'll play a Jade Light Ranger.
Sure.
Yeah, I don't even want that. That's what I wanted.
Sure.
Underrealm Lich and Merfolk Branchwalker.
Yep.
Now I'll take it.
Sure. Yeah. Doop. Tanya,
I'm at 8.
you win.
All right, so Todd and I didn't really change much in sideboarding. I took out 1 Vraska for the 4th Lieutenant just because with a bunch of negates, it's just such a commitment on the mana.
Yeah.
And it comes down maybe too slow for Amulet anyway, which is the Mystic. Is it a Mystic?
Murmuring Mystic?
Yeah.
My hand doesn't have blue mana this time except Field of Ruin, which it'll probably be able to get there, but the rest of my hand's just not very good, so I'm just going to mold 6.
Oh, Todd, I followed it.
What'd you do?
I'll show you in a minute.
Okay.
So here's a question, Brad. Somebody asked, why no Carnage Tyrant in the main deck?
Well, you have to...
I mean,
Yep.
Carnage
Yeah.
Tyrant's just not very good against aggressive decks. Like, it's expensive. It blocks. It's whatever. But 6 mana creatures aren't what you want against aggro.
It's also a true Golgari fan has love for the Queen.
Oh, yeah.
And I thought about that. I have a question for who asked that question?
Mr. P.
All right, Mr. P, I have a question for you. Do you think, now this is my running theory. So when Vraska was on Ixalan, she was looking for relics.
Yeah.
Do you think the relic was a crown that she found, went back to Ravnica, and now became the queen?
I don't know.
It's questions I ask myself.
That's weird. You're weird. Field of Ruin could help me pop his, so I'm going to keep it. Plus, I kind of just want the land. All right, Steam Vents, you're up.
All right, Todd, do you want to know how I followed it? I've really followed it. I didn't put Gilgate in my deck.
Wow!
I know. I
What
just
are you
thought about
doing?
I just thought about it. I was like,
We don't even have to proxy him. We got to, like...
it's like Guild. Like,
Yeah.
oh, it's Cedric's shaking his head at that one.
Sure. All right, chart it up. I'll discard an excess Chemister's Insight since we can
An
just
excess?
jumpstart that
Oh,
later.
I really like how you can just jumpstart that card.
Yeah, me too. Oh, that's gross.
Yeah, I'll keep that.
All right. All right, fight it with fire.
Wow, this is not efficient removal.
It is not, but we just got to do what we got to do. Use our mana efficiently.
All right, I'm going to go to 18 and use my mana efficiently.
Okay. So you're taking 2 from the Shockland. Okay.
Yeah,
Alright, so
where are
eBay-
these elves at? I want to
So
start.
what'd you put in your hand? What
An
land?
Overgrown 2.
Overgrown 2. Okay. All right, let's hope he doesn't have a removal spell. Your turn. If we get to untap with Mystic, all of our things that draw cards are going to keep making tokens.
Duress you.
Chart, Blink, or Insight.
I guess the draw 2 is the best card, I think.
I think so too. I mean, it's either that or this.
Blink
like-
is annoying though.
Yeah.
I
Good.
think I'm going to take the Insight because I feel like this is going to be a card advantage-y game.
Okay.
All
You're
right.
going to kill this thing.
Yeah, I'm going to assess this trophy. Yeah, you get a land.
I do.
How does that feel?
Feels pretty good, actually.
And I double fouled it.
if we draw a Primal Amulet, we get to go Amulet plus Shard, of course, this turn, which I like. And then the turn after, we might be able to jumpstart 2 Chemister's Insights. Play Magic for a long time. It's going to be real hard to say jumpstart or flashback.
Yeah.
So, Brad, another question. When you made this deck, was the new Vraska spoiled? Somebody asked if you omitted that one for a reason.
It was not spoiled. It also would not fit this deck. And I did discuss that in my article that went up today on Star City Games, where Vraska Relic Seeker is going to be more of the top end of a more mid-range deck that wants to play cards like Branchwalker and Jade Light. Well, I think both decks could play these cards, but Golgari Queen is going to be better in a deck that has like Dusk Legion, Zealot, and more graveyardy based things. And it really didn't fit the theme of this deck. This is more of a mid-range deck. I do think that we need more resources for that card to be good.
And I jump started to
Than we have
insight,
yet.
discarding a charter course, which that seems backwards.
Attack.
Yeah, take 3. I'm at 17.
You took 3 last turn.
You from what?
From it.
You didn't. You cast it last turn and played
No,
a foul orchard.
Assassin's Trophy didn't arrest you, and then played a foul orchard.
Oh yeah, I'm stupid. Okay, 14.
I missed it as well, Todd.
That's okay. Hey.
I think I attacked another time too. Then
All right.
I think you're at 11.
Okay.
Go.
Go.
Uh-oh.
Actually, I should leave up this in case I want
So
to.
you still have a blink
Yeah, you know I have blink of an eye.
and probably a negate.
Probably.
That's not good. So blink plus negate. What to do? Blink plus negate. How do I fight that?
Todd, question for you. Somebody asked if you would play Mission Briefing in this deck.
So mission briefing is I'm assuming that's the surveil snapcaster mage effect. It was previewed this morning early, and honestly, everyone was kind of freaking out about it, but I hate it. Like I think the only reason snapcaster mage is good is because it has a body attached, and if you can leverage that body, whether it's combat, attacking, pressuring a planeswalker, or just blocking and trading for a small creature, that's where you get value out of Snapcaster Mage, and Surveil 2 is not even remotely close to as powerful. I am a... Yep, I'm at 11. Resolves.
So this is the tricky part. If I go down, you can blink it, but I don't even know if I mind that. So I'm going to do that.
All right, I'm going to blink it so you don't get a token.
Oh, is that how it works?
Pretty sure the ability gets countered because it's a target. Because the loyalty doesn't I mean, like I'm countering the ability. I'm pretty
It's
sure
a period, though.
I'm pretty sure it doesn't matter. I'm almost positive if the creature's not there, you don't get the token.
Chat,
All
come
right.
to my defense. Do I get a Ryan Overturf or not? I don't even know.
All right.
Whoa, I'm not even done. I need to know about this if I get this.
Okay. Sorry.
So yeah, go back, rewind.
All right. Let's ask the
first
Twitch chat
thing
judge.
is no token. That seems to be what most people are saying.
All right, fine.
All right.
I didn't even have anything. I was trolling.
Okay, I draw for turn.
Yeah.
I'm gonna play Murmuring Mystic and Electromancer. So 6.
All right.
So I'll leave open this.
Draw. So that can trade and that can block, which I'm still I think fine with. I still think it's worth attacking.
Yeah, I'm just gonna take 3. I don't really want to lose my Electromancer. 8 to 18.
All right. Let's play a Vivian Reed.
That's a yikes. How do you just have all these awesome cards?
Does this have flying?
No, it does not have flying brand.
Okay. 4 cards. I'll take a Branch Walker.
What it does do is blow up my Amulet, though, which is...
I'll play a Branch Walker and a Jade Light. Do I want a Jade Light even if I have this and play? Oh yeah, I'm gonna get to do this as well.
Yep.
I have all these cool things I'm doing.
Yeah, it's super annoying.
I think Jade Light seems... I don't want to brick when I have this, so I guess I'm gonna keep it, but it's not exciting.
It is not exciting. All right, I'm going to draw.
Okay.
Wow, that was nice. So if we pop the field...
I have 2 fields.
Sure, but I kind of want to shuffle this away. Just hope you draw a land.
Well, that makes me confident in my decision.
I don't actually know if I care about it, though.
Yeah, I
the
don't
problem
either.
is, like, I need to draw a second Field of Ruin, and I need to find a way to kill Vivian Reed. All right, I'm gonna just draw 2 and make a bird.
Word.
Whoa!
Really?
Whoa!
What?
Whoa!
What?
Just things and stuff, man. You know.
I don't. I couldn't even imagine what would get that.
It's just 3 great spells.
Okay.
And I'm just trying to figure out how best to utilize them. Give me a moment, please.
You do really like being like back against the wall. Opponent's got 6 permanents. Let's figure out how to win this game.
Yeah. All right, let's go. Let's just do 1 at Vraska, and then I'll Lightning Strike her and get a bird.
Rude.
Like,
all right, my turn.
I'm thinking.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll say go.
All right, let's draw Jade Light Ranger. I could not possibly imagine going down on Vivian, so we'll go up.
Okay.
3, 4.
Minus to kill a bird. Shut up, bird.
I'm gonna take a Underwhelm Lich.
I guess my 1/5 blocks that pretty well.
And everything seems worth attacking with. These could just get blocked here, but I want to keep attacking. So
if we flash back, so do I know anything in your hand other than the Lich?
you know these 2 cards.
Okay, right. You drew that this turn. So if his last card is Vraska, we might be in a little trouble. So I need to try to clear most of his creatures this turn because he's starting to put a lot of pressure on me. So if we just flash back a Jumpstart, a Chemist's Insight. I don't really want to discard either of the cards in my hand because they're just pretty good. So I think I'm just going to Lightning Strike. I'm going to get another bird. We only had 3.
Yeah.
So now if I target Brontodon, I can just use 1 to trade. I can like double block the Jade Light and then double block the Merfolk Branchwalker, and that'll leave him with just the Pirate. But I also want to try to kill Vivian Reed. Right now I have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7
I say
power.
you take it, and then you can kill the Vivian Reed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, you. I mean, you're going to play a blocker next turn anyway, so I think maybe my best bet is to just try to keep as many penguins on the battlefield as possible. So I think Bronodon's fine. So I'm just going to kill a Jade Light Ranger, and then we're going to double block a Pirate and block the Branchwalker.
All right. So you take 3, and I'm down to a Brontodon.
Yep. I think I like that trade best. So I'm at 5.
All right. Let's do that. Hit a Duress. I don't feel like that's worth keeping.
Yep.
And your turn.
All right, that was a good one. Let's see if it can actually get me out of this, though.
5 mana.
All right. Mirari Conjecture. Let's go.
You get an instant.
Channel 1. I think we'll get Lightning Strike back. Blink of an Eye is also fine. What is her ultimate and how bad is it?
All my creatures get an emblem of +2/+2, Vigilance, Trample, and Indestructible.
Huh. That's not great.
Usually the game's over having this many
Yeah.
activations.
So 3, 6, 7. That. All right. Get Blink of an Eye. Next turn I'll be able to get a sorcery back. Do I even have a sorcery in my graveyard?
Yeah, you got to fight with fire on that Branchwalker on turn 3.
Ooh, oh yeah. Got Chart of Courses as well.
That's the combo, Mirari Conjecture and Fight with Fire. That's how we have to do it in Dominaria Limited if we want to get the fork.
Yeah. You draw land for that to happen. All right, so this can block here. So I need to keep I guess if I just keep everything back, I can EOT blink this. All right, yeah, go.
All right. If you would draw a card, look at 3 cards. They're so unimpressive.
Got a question, Brad, from Maddie 2013.
What up, Maddie?
Were there any graveyard synergies you considered for this deck with the Explorer creatures?
No, there's not a lot with graveyard shenanigans as of right now. I mean, there's a ton in the set, but you really have to make your entire deck about that. And I just wanted to play a Golgari mid-range deck. And I have another deck today that is along the same vein as this, but I think it's just really cool and explores another way to build it.
I also think we need something like a mulch. You know, we need a good 2-mana enabler that generates some advantage before we start using these graveyard-based creatures. I do love the explore mechanic with the Golgari theme, though. I think they're going to work really well together.
Yeah, I really like Adobe. Adobe
Adobe Photoshop.
Yeah, the Thousand-Eyed, but we're gonna have to we just have to wait for the Underrealm, or what's the ability called? Undergrowth.
Yeah, Undergrowth.
Yeah, we have to wait for the whole Undergrowth. All right, well, I'm just gonna put all these in my hand. I can't decide.
Come on.
All right, let's
nice.
Let's do that.
Okay.
And
shoot a bird.
I don't know. No, I want to find Carnage Tyrant.
That's fair. If you find Carnage Tyrant, the game basically is over. If I draw a land, and I can survive long enough to not have to burn a fight with fire, I might just be able to whip Brad in a turn.
Todd, did you ever consider Expansion Explosion from Han?
That is the split card. I believe it's the one that's like Invoke the Fire Mine, plus the other ability is like Fork. And then don't quote me on that, but I did consider it. It was one of the last cuts in the deck, but I don't know. Split cards need to have like 2 really good abilities, and the Fork ability is only okay, and it doesn't get reduced from the cost because of the mana ability.
Did I screw that up? No.
So, all right, I'm gonna move the box.
Yep. Okay.
That resolves. That resolves.
All right, you can go.
All right, blink this.
All right,
Get a penguin.
kill that.
Yep. Drop. I think this negate has lost its luster. We're
You
gonna
just put a Planeswalker in my hand.
Oh yeah.
But you might need to.
Kind of still need to.
Do you have a Chemist's Insight in there?
I do. Burb.
But yeah, to answer an earlier question about graveyard synergies, because we're at the spot we are in the Guilds of Ravnica spoiler season, we don't have all the tools. But once we do, then I'm definitely going to be exploring more graveyard synergies. And I wrote about Vraska Golgari Queen in my article, and think it's a really cool card.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Take 0. Yep. I mean, I can't beat that card. It's fine. We'll flashback or jumpstart this last Canister's Insight. Make a bird.
Another question for both of you is, how do you think that the shock lens will enable 4-color plus decks, or how do you think mana bases will be in standard from Jatch?
So I'll take that question while you're doing your turn. I do not think that 4-color is going to be viable like it previously was during the Khans and Zendikar time, just for the fact that it's vital. That format broke the mold of being able to go fetch shock and having or fetch duels and fetch shock, and having that in standard. Well, I guess it wasn't shock lands, right? It was just dual lands. It was just the Zendikar dual lands. But because that format was able to, have a polluted delta find you almost for any color for starters, but can find you, or I think 4 different colors, that really opened up a lot of pathways in Mana, where this format doesn't have that. Evolving Wilds and Field of Ruins are really the only ways to still get any multicolor, besides playing a land that does it. There's a couple like medium to bad 5-color lands. I just don't think we're going to want to stretch to 4 or 5 colors. But I do believe that 3-color decks are going to be very easily played, just because Evolving Wilds really keeps them all together, and the format's going to slow down.
I mean, we also have all 10 of the buddy lands, right? Like the Sulphur Falls, Dragon Skull Summit, and like those all work really well with the shock lands we have access to now. Even without, like later today, I'm gonna be playing a Grixis deck, and I just have 4 Dragon Skull Summits with my 8 shock lands on color. May I bark?
Yes.
All right, here, these 3 here, take 4 down to 1. Don't really want to lose my Mystic if I can help it. I need to chain real good next turn. I don't think I have much left. Carnage Tyrant is a beating.
Also, what are your guys' thoughts on mono red? Will that be playable, or is it losing too much from chunky Buddha?
I mean, there's already like enough for a Goblin deck that looks pretty good. I mean, with War Boss, War Chief, Siege Gang. There's the new one that you can pump it, and then whenever it attacks, you put a counter on a creature. Like that one seems pretty good too.
Oh, the new Rabble Master.
All right. Unfortunately, I'm dead. I have a negate and no things to chain.
And I didn't play this because I just
he didn't want me to get some birds.
Yeah,
he knew.
I mean, you said something, but I felt it. I felt a read earlier in the game.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, yeah. So I think, real quick, we'll finish that up. What was the last question?
So the last question was: is mono red a viable archetype? And if you read my article this week on Premium, I talked a little bit about a pirate aggro deck that utilizes Runaway Steamkin, which I think is a really sweet card. It allows you to play more mana sinks, which I think aggressive decks need in order to compete in the format, just like bigger spells, as well as things like Direfleet Daredevil seems really good with it because later in the game you might not have access to enough mana to play Daredevil plus like your opponent's Chemister's Insight. But if you have the Runaway Steamkin going, you have that extra mana to be able to do that, and that's pretty sweet.
Yeah, it is really cool. I think it's a well-designed card. It seems very interesting. I think it'll be very good and open up a lot of like play space. If it's good enough, I'm unsure.
Same.
And what we're going to see in these early weeks, in my opinion, is a lot of the mid-range decks are going to look really good because we just came from a format that had no real developmental stages because of Hazoret decks.
Yep. You
just had to get on the board and attack.
Yep.
And then the only real way to compete with that deck was to play a control deck that wanted to develop its mana in hand the entire game.
Yeah, I mean, even the black-blue mid-range deck that you popularized like 6 months ago or whatever, like you had 4...
9.
Or sure. 4 Vraska's Contempts, you know, like it had... some Commit to Memories. You had to go big with like Scarab God, Torrential Gearhulk, and the way that you beat them was to be able to basically interact with them every turn while trying to generate an advantage on each step. Yeah, and that was difficult. But
that is the only deck from the old format that can really compete in the middle, where a lot of the other decks had to go just super aggressive to fight Hazoret and like Chandra and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
So we're moving away from that. You know, Glorybringer isn't going to be holding the format hostage. Hostage Taker is.
Yeah.
And but this format is going to be very mid-rangey again, and we're going to have to relearn how to build decks to fight mid-range.
Yep.
And so for a while, just the good cards like Carnage Tyrant, like it just came down and it won the game. And I think that for the first couple of weeks, if you're looking to play any standard tournaments, if you're looking for fun, do it. It seems like a great format to have fun. If I was just looking to just rack up the wins, I would just be playing powerful effects. Just a lot of these good mythics, removal spells, 2-for-1s, things of that nature. With that said, that's not what I'll be doing in the next video. I knew Todd would bring some terrible blue-red deck, and I get to say that now because I beat it.
Look, all I know is I destroyed you in game 1 with a 20-point burn spell.
I heard top deck with a top deck.
All I needed was a land, so, you know,
no, of course.
You're welcome.
But to finish my thought, I'm one-upping him with even a more vile blue-red deck.
Vile is a good word for it.
Yeah.
So do we want to talk about those decks now,
Oh
or
no,
when we come back?
we're gonna take a short break.
Well, before we take the break, I just want to say, we want to try to interact with the chat as much as possible. So if y'all have any questions, our fine director Robert is more than happy to interject, especially when we're shuffling, especially when someone's tanking on a specific play. We don't mind taking the time out to really talk about this new set and how it's going to change the standard format. So feel free to keep those questions coming. We'll do our best to answer as many of them as we can while we're playing. But we're going to take a short break while we prepare for our second match, where we'll talk about those decks and stuff
ready.
after that. Yeah, we got to get decks ready and everything. So yeah.
Yeah, we'll be taking 10 minutes. I hope you're having fun, and we'll be back with one of the worst decks I've ever put on this table, and I mean it. It is bad.
They'll get to see it. We're gonna.
You'll get to see it.
We're gonna put up the image of the deck list
and
first.
I am only 90% sure it functions.
He had to explain it to me. Honestly, it's wild. But...
Yeah.
All right, we'll be right back.
Soon.